I knew something was off when the waiter smiled and asked if the rest of my party was running late. I smiled back out of reflex and said, "They're on their way." They weren't. I had booked the table a week in advance. 6 seats. One for each person I thought would want to celebrate my promotion: my mom, my brother Tyler, my cousin Natalie, Uncle Jack, my college best friend Cam, and me. But the only person who showed up was me. I wasn't mad. Not yet. I wasn't even sad. Just embarrassed. I sat in a quiet corner booth by the window, dressed nicer than usual. Even wore heels, which I hate. Every few minutes, I looked toward the door, half hoping someone would burst in, laughing, apologizing for being late. But no one did. Eventually, the waiter returned and gently asked if I was ready to order. I nodded and asked for the wine list. I chose something I hadn't tasted in years. Then I kept myself busy, checking emails, scrolling through Instagram, answering Slack messages from work. Doing anything I could to avoid looking like the woman who had just been stood up by her own family. Maybe they were stuck in traffic. Maybe someone would call. My phone buzzed. A text. From my mom. I opened it, expecting at least to be there soon. Instead, it read, "You're not exactly a priority right now. We'll catch up soon. Enjoy your dinner." I read it again. Then again. Hoping the words might rearrange themselves into something softer. But they didn't. That was it. No apology. No congratulations. Just a dismissal disguised as politeness. Around me, the restaurant buzzed with clinking glasses, soft laughter, and birthday songs. I sat with my wine, my silence, and 6 empty chairs. I didn't know it yet, but that text wasn't just a rejection. It was confirmation of something I'd ignored for years. I was never the one they celebrated. I was just the one expected to pay for it. That night, I went home and didn't even turn on the lights. I sat on the edge of my bed, still in those heels, holding my phone, staring at her message like it was a photograph from a moment I didn't want to remember but couldn't stop looking at. "You're not exactly a priority right now." It echoed. And then so did everything else. All the birthdays they forgot. The time I paid Natalie's rent just for a month, never got a thank you. The countless late-night calls from Tyler, panicking over his latest failed startup. Every Thanksgiving where no one asked how I was doing, they were too busy hyping up Tyler's next big idea. After our dad passed, things unraveled quietly, like a roof with one slow leak. I didn't mind helping at first. I had a good job in marketing, no kids, I figured, why not? That's what you do for family. Then it became regular. Then expected. Then required. I paid the mortgage on the house I hadn't lived in since I was 22. Covered the utility bills when Mom lost her job. Bought Tyler a used car. Paid for Thanksgiving catering. Every time, Mom would say in that soothing tone of hers, "You're just so good at handling things, sweetheart. Not everyone's built like you." And I believed her. Believed that being capable meant I owed them. But the truth? They were building comfort. And I was footing the bill. The scariest part? I didn't even notice I was disappearing. Not until I saw that dinner table, 6 chairs, all saved for people who didn't think I was worth showing up for. And you know what hurts more than being forgotten? Being used, and then forgotten. A few months earlier, Tyler had asked for help with a down payment. Vague story. Said he'd pay it back. I wired $2,000 without blinking. Later, Natalie let it slip he used it for a motorcycle. When I confronted Mom, she just shrugged. He's doing something for himself. It's not like he has anyone else looking out for him. I stared at her. And who's been looking out for me? She just patted my hand like I was being dramatic. You always help. It's just who you are. Maybe it was. Maybe I was shaped into this role, the dependable daughter, the fixer, the the one who never asks, because everyone assumes she already has everything. But that night, sitting in the dark, heels still on, I realized something. Being strong doesn't mean they love you more. It just means they think you can take more. And for 5 years, I had. They called it generosity. I called it duty. But now, I call it what it really was, debt. Later that night, my phone buzzed again. A photo from Natalie. It took a second to load. Then I saw it. The whole family, Mom, Tyler, Natalie, Uncle Jack, smiling outside a waterfront restaurant, wine glasses raised. Tyler front and center, holding a shiny motorcycle key in one hand, peace sign in the other. The caption? Celebrating the dreamer. He finally got his moment. The timestamp? 1 hour after my mom texted me I wasn't a priority. They didn't forget my dinner. They made a choice. They skipped my celebration and threw one for Tyler. Using money I gave them. And they didn't even bother to lie about it. That kind of clarity doesn't come with fire. It comes with stillness. A silence sharp enough to slice through every excuse you've ever made for the people who claim to love you. Tyler didn't earn that moment. He absorbed it. And I paid for it. Literally. They called him the dreamer. Me? I was just the net. The one they leaned on. The one no one noticed until she finally stopped holding the rope. I didn't cry. Didn't scream. I poured another glass of wine, opened my laptop, and pulled up a spreadsheet I hadn't touched in months. Family support, private, do not delete. Each tab had a name. Each row, a date. Rent. Groceries. Emergency car repairs. Holiday gifts. Utility bills. Total, $82,410.37. There's something jarring about seeing your love itemized. I opened my bank app. Logged into the shared mortgage account. Payment was due in 6 days. Autopay still active. I clicked cancel autopay. No warning. No guilt prompt. Just a green check mark. Done. Later that night, I drove to my mom's house. Didn't knock. Didn't wait. Just left a sticky note on the front door. Let him handle it now. And beneath it, in smaller print. You raised me to care for everyone else. You never taught me how to care for myself. Then I drove home. No music. No tears. Just the soft hum of the engine. The sharp, steady beat of my own heart. Some people declare boundaries with speeches. I set mine with silence and a post-it. The next morning, 42 missed calls. Voicemails. No apologies. Just panic. Mom. You can't just pull something like this without telling us. Tyler's finally doing well. This isn't how family behaves. Funny. I could have sworn ignoring your daughter's promotion dinner wasn't how family behaves either. Tyler? Seriously? You're making Mom freak out. You could have talked to us first. Talked? Like they talked to me before their party? Natalie. Wow. So now you're punishing all of us over one dinner? Grow up. To her, it was just one dinner. Not the years. Not the labor. Not the silence. Not the sacrifice. Later, Cam, my old roommate, texted. Heard from my mom that your mom said you're spiraling. You okay? I replied. I'm not spiraling. I'm finally standing still. He texted back. Proud of you. For real. And that hit harder than anything else that day. 3 days later, my mom showed up at my apartment. No warning. In her hand was an old photo of me in a sunflower costume from kindergarten. I didn't invite her in. Just stepped aside. She sat, clutched the photo. We're going to lose the house, she said. I figured. You can stop this. No. Macy, this isn't just about money. It's about family. I almost laughed. No. It's exactly about money. Because that's all I've ever been to you. She whispered. Tyler's not like you. He needs more help. No. He needs consequences. She looked up, glassy-eyed. He's your brother. And I'm your daughter. Silence. I didn't think you'd just walk away. I didn't walk away. I stopped being used. Is this really the end? I thought about every birthday spent alone. Every call that only came when something broke. It's the end of me pretending this was love. She didn't argue. She just nodded. Then she left.